what's going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight? We have a great show coming up for y'all. We've got the one and only the guys from DFW, and I messed up the intro when I was talking on the radio. I don't remember what I used to call them. But anyway, these guys are awesome. They have great music. We got some more great music to share with you. The one and only group will Stampede. Let me go ahead and start with the intro. You don't know Moss, brother. I got all kinds of people trying chiming me in. Hey, no, just show up. Don't send me text messages. They're like, hey, when you on? I'm on now, fool. So how you been, brother?
I'm good, bro. I'm good here, just working on some new music.
There you go. There you go. You guys are always busy, busy, busy. I know. You know what? I used to call you guys the hardest working band in Tejano music because y'all guys were always you guys were always playing, man. You were playing everywhere. You guys, Grupo Vida and Gary Hobbs, y'all guys were always up here in West Texas, man.
Oh
This
yeah,
is this was your stomping grounds, man.
those are the good days.
Yeah, man, for sure. But I mean, that's what we're here for, to keep it up. There's a lot of misconceptions about Tejano music. People think that it's dead, and it's not. It's just that people don't know, and that's why we're here. We're here to teach people, to let people know, "Sabes qué? These guys are still here. These guys are still doing their thing, and this is what we can do." And
Oh yeah.
so, I want to talk about your song, man. No te vayas nunca, man. Dude, no te vas nunca. Great music, but you guys have always, that's what you've been known for, is really, really good music. And so for those of us for those people that haven't heard y'all guys in a while, what have y'all been up to, man, here this past year?
Well, here, I mean, we've been still doing it. Actually, bro, October 31st, we had a show in Katy, Texas. It was actually our anniversary, 29 years. October 31st, 1996 was our very first gig here in Fort Worth, Texas. So we've been doing it 29 years. I guess the only thing to kind of say the reason why it seems like we haven't been around is because I'm very bad at social media. I used,
Yeah.
yeah, I used to be one of those guys that I didn't want to beg people to listen to it. I always felt like if I put my name out there or put a commercial or whatever, I was just asking people to please listen to me, and I wanted the music to draw the people ourselves. Unfortunately, it's been like that for 29 years, but I do understand that the new wave is, social media. And I'm learning right now, brother. You're one of the first ones to get me to be on this kind of.
Yeah, because they were like, okay, how do we do this? So, don't worry, we got you, man. We got you covered. Make it easy and painless.
I said
Easy.
a while ago.
Yeah, and remember back in the day, it was always driving. You had the radio tour. You'd start in one town and
That was my favorite. We would start off from here, go to Houston, from Houston to Corpus, Victoria, San Antonio, through San Angelo, Abilene, and back home.
yeah, it's a lot of driving, man. A lot of shaking hands. But this is different too, because remember back in the day, they didn't give you but 5 or 10 minutes. It was just
Yeah,
get in there, play the song, and talk a little bit, and then that was it. Because time was money back then. And
yeah, yeah.
and it's a whole different story. Not that time isn't money now. It's just that uh, we have more. I have more control because I was a program director back then, but now I own the station, so I have more control over what I can do with it. And the value is different. As far as how I see the value, it's not necessarily for me. It's not necessarily making the money. It's more or less keeping the music and the purity of the music, as opposed to you know, hey, we need
That's
to
one of the
get.
main reasons why I, you know, guys like you that do this to promote the music, because yes, it's hard. It's not only Tejano, it's every genre has been through its ups and downs, but because of guys like you that take your time to promote music that we make, our job is to try to make music that people want to hear. And y'all guys are the ones that get it out all across the world for us. So of course, me, every other Tejano band should be indebted to y'all guys, because y'all guys are the ones that really help us continue to do this.
Well, and likewise, we should be also. honest with the listeners, because I remember the days where certain programmers, they had their own little criteria. Well, we're going to play these guys, we're not going to play these guys.
Yep, I
you
remember
know
that.
they always had these weird reasons why they wouldn't play it or anything else. And for me, it was always good music needs to be heard, and that's it. Just good music is good music, and that's all there is to it. Now obviously there's technical issues that have to be met.
Yeah.
Those are the things that have to be met, and you know that as well as I do.
Hmm.
To maintain the integrity of the station, you want good sound coming out.
Yep.
But outside of that, really, as long as it's a good song, it needs to be heard. Ada Narud, she says, "Hey, how's it going? Well, how are you doing? Thank you so very much for joining us." Yeah, but it's good. I mean, you guys have always, one of the things that I really did like was every time that I went to your show, you guys always had a good show. You have a great catalog of great music, and it was always a good show. It was just, you never went away disappointed. It was always a show. And
Still the same, brother. Still the same.
yeah.
I try to. We're a lot older now, so we may jump around with canes and roll around with wheelchairs. It's still a show. We still do from rock to R&B to country to Tejano to conjunto, norteño, and we still put on a show. We'll jump off stage if we have to. We're still doing all of that.
Yeah, actually, y'all guys, I think the one thing that caught me was the very first time that I saw you. Y'all started off with Journey,
Yeah.
and then y'all went from Journey into a little medley, a Tejano medley, and
Mm-hmm.
man, that was always just the best, and I really did appreciate that. Juan Gonzalez, how are you doing? Mr. Juan Gonzalez Jr. He says saludos. Hey, saludos too, brother. Thank you very much for joining us. But yeah, that's also key. People, I keep telling people, especially nowadays, it's so much different nowadays. But go to the shows. That's how you help out your favorite Tejano show artists and your musicians. Go to their shows, buy their merch, and be there. But when you're there, you know what? Put your phone down. Put it down. I see all these people up there looking at it and everything else. I got a question for those people that do that. When do you go back and look at it? How many times do you look at the pictures that you've taken? Most of the time you don't. So put it down, man. Put it down and go ask that pretty girl that looked at you. Go ask her to dance, and make a memory, man. Because y'all guys are up there dancing and enjoying yourselves. I mean, and nothing's better than seeing the crowd dance or sing your song back, and that's an awesome feeling up there.
That's the reward. That's the
Yeah.
reward for your work.
Yeah, and y'all have gone through a lot of different uh, uh, evolution, for y'all. So, what's the band like? How many members you got now? Because y'all have fluctuated over the years. You've had different band members. Saxophone players sometimes you don't. So what's the band like now?
The band is pretty much the way it was when it started. I always had a sax player in because I love saxophone, but
Hmm.
really not what Stampede, the sound you're used to.
Yeah,
So it's just a flavor thing for me. But right now we're back to our original six piece.
yeah,
And of course, I've done all of the arranging and production for the band. So when people say, you know what, that's not the same, because it's always Alex is not there. Alex is not there, which is understandable. Alex is, to me, one of the greatest vocalists that I've ever had, that I even ever known, and he'll always be the voice of Stampede. But he is no longer here, so I can't just roll over. You know what I mean? And I've been able to keep the integrity of the band and the sound by keeping it the same way. What you remember, if you were to see my show tomorrow, you'd be like, you know what? The vocalist may be a little different, but the band is what I remember. It's exactly the same.
yeah. And Alex is gone for quite a while now. I mean, I've seen a lot of shows without Alex, and it's been on top, man. It's been a great show.
Alex
I
is 16 years gone, but of course
Yeah.
he's my best friend. So he's not technically gone. He's always still around me, and I still ask him advice on stuff because he's the one who wrote all of the awesome hit songs we had. He's the writer. So he's still there, and he comes out for special occasions like my birthday or anniversary, and
Mhm.
he's still around. So Alex will never be gone. It's just some people, you know, have to step away.
Yeah, one of the things I always say, music has to evolve. It has to change.
Hmm.
When you're born, you're 6 pounds, 5 ounces, 19 inches, bro.
I
You
wish.
you don't you don't you don't want to be 55 and 6 pounds and 19 inches. You
Yeah.
want to grow, man. You want to. So does music. So everything grows, and Alex just decided to do his thing, and that's okay. That's there's no harm, no foul.
No.
The music is still good. The songs were still good. The songs are still good right now.
And that's what you're saying there is 100% true, bro. It's one of those things where when I'm making a new song or I'm getting ready for a new single, I go with that mentality. Is it good enough for the people to like? I don't want to. I already know I'm fighting the hurdle because the first thing they're gonna always say is it's not Alex. And, well, yes, I do understand that, but if you can get up and dance to the music that I'm creating through Stampede, the name Stampede, which was always been that way, well, then I'm doing something right.
Yeah, and Stampede was the name of the band and not
No,
the name of Alex. It was Stampede. And
no,
there's no hate on Stampede. I mean on Alex, by the way. I love
no,
him to
no.
death. But the band was always good, and I've
And
always loved the music and the show. Like I said earlier, the show was all you've never disappointed me ever. Your shows have always been great, and uh, um, now, granted, sometimes the show would be early. It would be off early, and you're like, "Hey, come on, you got 3 more minutes, man. Give me another song." But that's everybody. But no, it's a great show. Un saludo grande to everyone watching and listening in the Yo Tejanolizing the world, baby. Thank you, Alejandro. You got it, brother. It's Tejano time. A big shout out from DFW. And he says, I would remember Marcus Daniels saying lead for a couple of years there for
yeah,
New West for a benefit. Yeah, yeah. Marcus Daniels is a good friend of mine. And he's that's another, but it doesn't matter. It's Stampede. It's not who was singing. It's just that it's the
it's
group. It's the music.
yeah.
That's you tie it to the music, and the music is good. You know what? Why don't we quit talking about it? Let's take a listen to No Te Vas Nunca, so that way we can listen to it for ourselves. It's a good song. It's a damn good song. So that way you can see
Thank you.
Stampede is still here, doing it doing it right, and keeping Tejano alive and playing their asses off because that's the way they're supposed to. Hilda Peña, she says, hello, my friend Indio. How are you doing, Hilda? Danny Noyola says, saludos amigos desde Corpus Christi de parte de Alma. Danny Noyola, excited about being on your show next week. Yes, on Thursday. Next week, Danny's going to be here. And she says, Hilda says, hello, everyone. Let's take a listen to. Oh my God, I'm trying to not to sneeze. I'm sorry. No te vas nunca. That is Ray from Grupo Stampede. This is Indio right here on Cuba Radio, and this is No te vas nunca from Stampede. Get on your dancing shoes. Hey, move the table out of the way in the kitchen. You take off the chanclas and get ready to dance because this one's a good one.
Por mucho tiempo he sentido que tú ya no me quieres y no lo puedo creer. Tus besos falsos te alejas de mí, que sin ti ya no puedo vivir. No te vayas nunca, amor, que me destrozas el corazón. Si un día te cause dolor y temor, hoy te pido perdón. No te vayas nunca, amor, ¿qué voy a hacer sin tu calor? Dame la oportunidad para hacer este amor una eternidad.
Oh no. I guess I cut that one off early. I don't know what happened, brother man, but
I didn't get finished dancing.
that's an but see, once again, that's an awesome song, dude. That is just a freaking. I mean, that like I said, it's Stampede.
Yeah.
It's the sound. It's just an awesome Tejano sound. It's an
You
awesome
know,
song. Real
Stampede is always about that love song.
Yeah, it's great. It's really really great. Real quickly, Monica Andrada. Hey, how are you doing, sweetheart? She says hello. Monica Andrada is a singer. She's from Lubbock, Texas, and she's got some great music. I had her on a show not too long ago, and I'm telling you, it's great seeing these new artists coming in and doing their due diligence and putting out great music. And thank you very much for joining us, sweetheart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we need a collab.
yeah, there you go, girlfriend. That was and like I said, it's classic, the classic Tejano sound, but very modern. The double kicks on that drum. I mean, on the it's just the way it flows in there, and then that riff roll that you have with the accordion and the saxophone. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-dun. It's
Yeah.
just a great lead in into the pre-chorus. I mean, it's just. I mean, there's so much in this song, but it's so well put together. It's so
Man,
well.
you're making me blush because you don't know how hard I try to do little things like that people don't really notice, are the little riffs in between and stuff. I mean, I really do focus on that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I pay attention, brother. So
Well,
I'm a bit of an audiophile, so I pay attention.
that's,
Yeah, I was talking to Oscar G. I interviewed him last week, I think it was, and I told him I was like, you're singing in the key of F, and he's like, no, that's in the key of D, I think he said. And I was like, no, brother. And we after the interview we talked and I went back and looked at it and he's like, oh shit, that is the key of F. And I was like, I told you. So I just I don't know. I've been doing this for so long. I picked up so much out of it. But paying attention to what's being done, just the double tap that your bass player does, these are all little things that the musician artists that they do to make their song so much better.
Mhm.
Now, think about this is in the studio. Now think about what it's like on the stage when they really personalize the song. Because for me, if the song's really good on the radio, you know, bands like your band, when you go see them live, it's going to be so much better on stage. It's going to
Yeah.
be so much better on stage because they get into it and then it's really, really good, and that's what I really appreciate about Stampede. They've always upscaled the music from what I heard on the radio. It's always been better in person,
Well,
which
you're
is,
gonna be surprised then because I've already upscaled it for the live one. If you like what you said you like, you're gonna be
yeah,
really interested in how I started off
yeah,
now.
because it's got a great beginning. It's got a great pushing through, and I do apologize for cutting that off. I thought I had it all in there. It's that last bit. It's that the kind of it's upsetting right now because it's so unprofessional. I do apologize.
No,
He-
that's good, bro.
Hello, Indio. David Vela, Oakland is watching. Uh-oh, Oakland. Saludos, Ray, says David Vela. David Vela is our resident actor. He is playing the Centurion in the TV show or the series, The Chosen, that you can find on Netflix.
Oh, that's awesome.
So support your actors. Go and watch The Chosen, so that way they can be sure they get another season, so that way he can keep him in the employ.
Hey, if
He
they ever need a homeless actor, homeless guy, I'm
he's a Roman though, bro. This is he's pushing Jesus and stuff like that's what he's doing. As and actually, I think you this he sent me a picture where he's dressed as a they changed his character. He's playing a different character this week. I was like, well, that as long as they do what they do, man.
he's playing somebody.
As long as you get paid, bro, that's all that matters, man. You know. But no, thank you, Dave, for being here, man. I appreciate you. And for those of y'all, if y'all get an opportunity, be sure you support David Vela because we got to support each other. And he supports Tejano music. He's always doing stuff here with Tejano music and everything else. And his daughter, she's an artist. She's a painter, and she's got some great. A true painter, not a painter like in a house. She paints paintings, actual paintings.
Not a
she
trainer.
Yeah, no, she doesn't show up in white clothes with like all these different paint colors on her. But she's also another artist that's really, really good. But no, man, I mean, I can't say enough about this song and just the structure and how it's it. When I listen to it, every time I listen to it, all I think about is you know where people would just dance across the dance. They'd be gliding across that dance floor, man, and that's the reason it's so reminiscent for those of us that are older. It's because it took us so long to get dressed. You took the time to look good for your significant other, to go out there, you press your clothes, put on your cologne 6 or 7 times so everybody could smell you 5 miles away. A la madre.
Yeah,
And then, but the music is good, and that's what it's for, to get out there and
that's what it's
get
for.
together and make some memories. So definitely, definitely cool. Alfredo Rios, how are you doing, brother? He says, hello, everyone. How are you doing? And Jojo Herrera, he says, saludos, Indio. Thank you very much, Jojo, for joining us. And that reminds me, I want to take a little bit of your time here, brother. Jojo and I, we're good friends, and Jojo is from Tejano Up Radio, and these guys are always doing some great things there in San Antonio. And I want to mention the Toys for Tejanitos. It's going to be November the 23rd, and it's going to be a lot of bands are going to be performing. It's only $10 to get in, or you can bring in an unwrapped toy. Bring it in. It's going to be at the Thirsty Horse Saloon this year. Last year it was at that other sports bar. The parking was kind of limited, but the Thirsty Horse has plenty of parking. It's all paved parking. You don't have to park in the mud. At 2335 Northwest Military Highway in San Antonio, Texas. Go ahead and talk to them at Tejano Up Radio. JoJo's number is 210-213-2557. It's a great cause. If we don't take care of ourselves, who will? That's the whole that this is the village part. Remember when they say it takes a family and a village? We're the family part. I mean the village part. We have to take care of our kids, man. It's not their fault that that their families can't take care of them. I mean, provide presents for them. And every kid deserves a Christmas. So
Mm.
let's do it. And I will be there. He says, see you there. I'm always there. I'm there every year, but y'all go out and do that and support the kids, man. And there's going to be some meet and greets. A lot of people are going to be there out there in meet and greets. There's going to be some bands performing, and so you get to see some of your favorite artists and shake some hands and maybe take some pictures. And also you'll be out there for you get some good music, because the bands are pretty awesome that are going to be playing there. I don't have the list of bands, but I'll get them for you. Thank you for all you do and all your support. Well, thank you so very much, Jojo, and thank you for putting all this together. This is like the 5th year that he's done it, and every year keeps getting better. But we still kids still haven't stopped needing it, and especially now with the way the system is going. The way the government has abandoned the poor person. You know, it's unfortunate, but it's very, very true. We have to take care of each other. That's what we need to do right now, is take
Oh,
care of each other. So definitely. Oh yes, brother. Where can we? You know what? Real quick. So for those of y'all that want to get a hold of Stampede, I do know that you can go to their Facebook. Check it out. Mira. Yeah, Stampede. That's the QR code. You click on that, or you click on that QR code. It's going to take you to their Facebook, and there at their Facebook, you can get some contact information from there. Send them a message, let them know, hey, Sasuke, I got a quinceañera that I want you to play at. I got a wedding for you to play at. I've got a divorce I want you to play at. Whatever it is, they play for. They got music for everything, right? Except for funerals. I don't think you got
I
funerals.
played at those too.
Oh well, there you go. See, there you go. Bat mitzvahs. How about a bat mitzvah? you know,
I'll play it.
I love it. I love it. No, sorry, I don't know a lot of Yiddish, but those are the ones I do
Those are
know.
close enough.
Close enough, right? We'll hire him for the bat mitzvah singer. But no, yeah, keep these guys working, man. I'm telling you, great music, always great music, and a great show. I just really love how they perform and how they always do some great things. And I can't wait for y'all guys to come back to West Texas, man. That's what we need y'all to do is come back from West Texas. Speaking of West Texas, another great West Texas band. These guys are on the rise. They've been performing here lately, and they're really a good band you need to look out for. Is just Jose Olivares with Grupo Entrego. Hey, he says hello, Indio. Grupo Entrego is in the house. They've got a new song out, and it's killer, man. These guys are always doing good. They're performing this weekend, I do believe. Tell me if I'm wrong, Jose. You're performing in Midland this weekend. Let me know. Make sure. I think it's Friday that they're going to be performing this weekend. They're in Midland, Texas, at the Destination. My favorite place to be. The Destination. It's clean. It's wonderful. It's a great place to take pictures, to shoot a music video. But
Yeah.
you know how I judge a place
Yeah.
is how clean their bathrooms are, brother. you know, and you can go. Oh, every time I've been at the Destination at 11 o'clock midnight, 11 o'clock or midnight, you go to the restrooms and they're clean, bro. When if they're clean, that's a good place, man.
Trying to get in there, but I don't know how to get in there.
I'll get that for you, man. I'll take care of it for you, man. I'll get you all the info that you need.
Yeah, I've been
Yes,
for 2 years now. I've been trying.
yeah, well, no, I'll get you for sure. But, Jose, I know it's Midland, but what's the date? I want to be sure that it's Friday or Saturday. I don't remember, but let me know so that way we can share it. But anyway, no. When's the next place that you're going to perform? Do you have a perform? Are you going to stick with getting in the studio? Because I know you guys put out songs pretty consistently every other year. But I mean, are you planning an album, or what are you doing right now? What's the deal?
Yes, sir. Actually, that's what I'm working on right now. Is finishing up the new album, which is to this song. But man, you're really gonna like what we have on this album. There's, of course, our traditional way, the way we do it. There's a little bit of everything on there. So I'm doing, like El Último Trago was a big hit for us back in 1996,
Hmm.
and we've never really done another song like that. Well, guess what? This album has your 2025 version of El Último Trago style song.
You've also did a lot of great country music.
Yeah, we have.
You guys were always top tier country music performers, which y'all, it's so seamless the way y'all would do it. It was pretty awesome. You guys doing any of that?
Oh, yes, sir. And I appreciate you saying that. And yes, we have two original country songs on this next album. We were nominated last year at the Texas Country Music Awards for one of the
Hmm.
songs, and we didn't win, but it's always good just to be recognized.
Hey, it's always I've been nominated 19 times. I haven't won yet, bro. It's like they forget about me after the nomination. Give him a nomination so he can talk to us, man. No, just kidding. Jose, he says Saturday. So once again, if you're in the Midland area, West Texas, Saturday at the Destination Midland, Grupo Entrego, go and check them out. I guarantee you're not going to have a bad time. These guys are really good. I know they're a new band, but go out there anyway. I guarantee you're going to have a good time.
All of them
They're
started out as
solid.
man.
Yeah,
All of them
they're solid. They're a solid band. Play great music, great harmonies, and go and check them out. And we're still trying to get them on the show, so don't think that we're not. We're still trying to get them on the show. But yeah, that was one of the things I've always loved about you guys. You guys had a great catalog of music. Like I said earlier, you start off the show with with Journey, and then you're doing, you're doing some George Strait, you're doing Tejano, and I mean everything is good. Y'all guys consummate professional musicians, which I really do appreciate. Yeah,
I
really do
appreciate it. As we
appreciate it.
would
Yeah.
go from the Journey intro to Tejano to cumbias. We used to do Creed a lot back
Oh
then.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that was a real popular thing for us back then. Everybody loved the way Alex sang Creed.
yeah. And it's just, I'm just, pulling from what I experienced with y'all guys. I haven't seen you in a couple of years, but you've never disappointed me, and I wouldn't think that anything would be any different, because you guys are still doing your thing, and you're still doing, really, really good. And I haven't, I have my ear to the ground all the time, and people haven't said anything about, you know, uh, uh, anything disparaging about you guys. You guys have always said, I mean, you've always been talked about in a high level, which is really, really good.
I
You know,
appreciate
uh, uh, yeah, Jose, Saturday at Destination Midland. I got you, Lawrence. Well, thank you, bro. Man, keep sending me the info, man. And let's go ahead and take a listen to Acércate. That's something that you released last year, just so that way we can give people a different side of Grupo Stampede, so that way they can hear a different side of it. And this song isn't going to get cut off like the last one, because I didn't cut this one off, I hope. So we'll listen to this, and this is Stampede. And guys, you know what, I'm telling you, they're really a really good band. I'm really excited for them, especially that they're putting together another band, and it's going to be something that really I hope that you guys enjoy. But here is Acércate from Stampede. That's wait, let's see. That way. That's Ray from Stampede. I'm Indio here, Kiwa Radio. Oh.
Anoche te soñé en mis brazos otra vez, amándonos para siempre, como por primera vez. Despierto y me encuentro muy solo y sin tu amor. Le pido al Supremo que termine este dolor, y mis ojos ya cansados de llorar por tu partir, y quisiera adorarte otra vez, otra vez. Acércate y dame tu calor ya de una vez. Acércate,
Stampede. Loco. That's the one, brother. Lita no mas. Everybody jumping in. Look, Jesse said, Jose says, hey, great music, Stampede, always. Kelly Delgado, how are you doing? La comadre is in the house. Kelly's got a show on Sirius Tejano. You got to watch it out. Kelly, put down the times that people can listen to you when you're putting on your show. Stampede is always keeping it original. That's what she's saying there. The big heart from them. David says 100. That's right. Keeping it one. I'm telling you, they got great music. They've always put out great music. And Vic Gonzalez, Vic, he's just every man. Vic is like the big Tejano guy that I always go to. Vic is the one that got me into the radio gala that's there in Fanfare, where we have like I don't know, like 100 radio stations that all get together and where artists can go right before Fanfare and talk to 100 different radio stations all at one time. And so it's a great place to be. And Vic, he thank you for all you do, Vic, and thank you so very much for being here. He says hello. Yeah, that's a great song, man. I love once again those timely accordion riff, and the bass, of course, is always on time. I like it when y'all are changing. You change from when you're rolling when you're going, you're changing keys, and you use the chord. You're going from one, and then you go, boom, you hit the chord and then go back to you. I can't remember what key you were going to, but you use the chord instead of just using the single note because most bass players they only play a single note, but you go from chord to single note, which is pretty sweet. I totally love that, man.
I appreciate it.
Uh, yeah, it was. I was like, oh, look at it. So there's a lot of great stuff, man. Vic says Stampede always helps me out. Yeah, Stampede's all. It's awesome band. Awesome. Awesome. Once again, I want to remind you guys if you want to get a hold of these guys, you could always go to their Mira Stampede Facebook.
I need one of those buttons.
Yeah, it's just you just take a picture with it, and your phone should take you to the Stampede Facebook, and it'll take you there. And I mean, kudos, bro. Great music. I love the fact that you came back and want to talk to me and everything else, man. I really do appreciate you being here, bro, man. And what a mostly because of the fact that you were one of my favorite bands when I was first getting into Tejano music, but you've remained constant. Consistency is the key here. I tell people that I'm a DJ, and they're like, "Damn, you're old for a DJ." The reason I am still a DJ is because I'm good. If I wasn't a good DJ, I wouldn't be a DJ anymore.
Yeah.
They keep hiring me because I'm still good. That's why I'm still a DJ. And so, but you guys are constantly putting out great music, and it's a lesson well learned for everything. Let me ask you this, bro. All the music that you've been putting out, man. What did your mom and dad think about when they first heard your music on the air, man, when they first heard it over the radio for themselves for the very first time? Because hey, quien se cree, you're gonna get a you ain't shit balloon. That's what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? But then when they heard it, man, what they say?
Well, it's kind of funny because my mom and my dad, they separated when I was two. So my mom became Christian Pentecostal. So on the outside, everything was the devil. You know what I mean?
Oh
Or
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I did. But secretly, people would tell me, she would put my CDs up at Walmart and stuff.
She's like,
Even though she would tell me,
who wants J? They need Stampede. That's a J. This is an S.
yep. So, that was she never told me in person she liked what I did, but I
Mhm.
heard through the grapevine. Now, my dad was a different story. He was on top of the world, you know what I mean? Because he played music and it
Yeah.
was a dream of his that he never got to do. And so took him everywhere with me.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
passed away in 2016. So, but he got a good chunk of it.
Oh yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure. So, and now that you look back, man, did you ever think, bro? You know,
I
hey,
never did.
you're.
I never really did. Even still, now, like with this song that's out, you may not believe me, but really it was a test to see if I still had it. I was doubting myself. Am I too old to be doing this? Do people still find Stampede relevant, and I wanted to see if I still had it in me to produce good music. Because almost 30 years, it's hard to stay relevant in this industry. And I have kids that sing and play now also, and they're always telling me, "Dad, that's awesome," and trying to follow my footsteps. But sometimes I don't know, are they just doing that because they're my kids?
Right. Yeah.
They're really doing something right.
Yeah, no, well, I'm here to tell you it's awesome, bro. I really do appreciate all the hard work and effort that you do into it. And 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 I mean that in the most honest way, because it is a lot of hard work. For those of you that aren't musicians, that are just regular listeners and novices of Tejano music, you have to understand, to put a song together. First you have to write the song, then after you write the song, you have to put down the dummy track, and then
Mhm.
have the singer come in and write down, sing his part of it. Then you go back with the musicians. You got to record all the different instruments. Then you create another dummy track off of that. The singer comes in and sings in his key that he's most comfortable to deliver the song. And then after that, the musicians come in and fix whatever parts that aren't hitting well. And then the singer comes in and re-sings the vocals, whatever part that needed to be changed. And then it comes into the master. Then it goes from the mix to the mix master, and then finally it gets put out. And then you have to
Yeah,
worry about all the publicity that you have to do for like the covers, because like even the covers have to be a specific size, 3000 by 3000, 300 dpi.
yeah.
And then it goes to distribution, and then you
To see if
wait.
people are gonna like it. Yeah, for that 3 minute and 50-second song takes me, months to
Yeah,
find the right words and to match. The music has to marry the song.
yeah.
I do the music first, the words have to marry it. If I do words first, the music has to sound like it always belonged together.
Yeah, it's also had to be pentatonic, so the rhythm has to be in place. It has
Yep.
to follow the rhythm, the beat.
And me,
And
I love R&B and funk. That's my favorite kind of music. So that's why you always hear a lot of slaps in my
mhm.
songs, a lot of funk beats, and a lot of harmonies, because those are actually my favorite styles.
You can actually hear it in the way the drummer plays the drums. It's that double kick that he's using, the double kick, and then he does a hitch. It's like
Yeah,
you can hear that little skip that goes in there, especially right after the leading tone. You
yeah.
hear those are wonderful little
Elements
elements in the song that make it so much better. But
and
it's
different. It gives
yeah,
you your signature.
yeah, and you can hear those little things that
Those
just
little
you're
things.
like
And
beautiful.
you wouldn't believe how crucial I am with those. Those little things are probably more important to me than the structure of the song.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great thing there, brother. I really do appreciate it. And like I said, I feel that every artist puts something of themselves into every song,
Mhm.
and you can see all the love and attention that you put into it. So only calling it out only me making sure that I pay respect for all the hard work that it takes, because it's a lot of work.
You're you're
It's-
you're probably the only one that's ever noticed. Yeah, and I
well,
respect that a lot because that's my biggest pet peeve is to have those little bitty things that seem like nothing, but if you were to try to do it and you've never done it, it's hard to do.
oh yeah,
Timing wise, it's very hard.
yeah, and then plus also the harmonies were really on point. I love the harmonies that were in there. It was very naturalistic. I couldn't tell if they were just because a lot of people nowadays they use a lot of electronic harmonies,
You'll
but
never
these,
hear Stampede do that ever.
yeah, because
Not
they
even allow it on stage. Everything has to be done live
mhm,
on stage.
yeah, because it did sound very natural, very very fluid, but it's so well done. It's because it's subtle in the right way.
In the right way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the right way. So, hey, bro, we come to that part of the show where I just give you an opportunity for you to just go ahead and. Oh, I'm sorry, Emiliano. He says, "Hello, how are you doing, brother? Thank you very much for
Oh,
showing
that's
up."
my grandson.
Hey, Emiliano, how are you doing?
My daughter Destiny, she's one of the one that sings with me also. She's watching. I have also I have a lot of kids, man. So, shout out going out to Destiny, Mia, Ace, Alyssa, Rebecca, Mercedes. Those are all my kids. So,
Hijo suyo, you
yeah,
do have a lot
they're the
of
ones that
kids.
basically help me make my music because they go from 12 years old to 30 years old, and I use their judgment. I'll tell them, listen, this is the new song I'm making. Tell me what you think, and I'll go through each one of them to get their opinion and what I need to fix.
Definitely. Well, let me go ahead and give you this the show, bro, and just make sure you remind people where they can go to get your music. Once again, let me go ahead and bring this up real quick. The one and only. That's my little magic there, brother. And yeah, go ahead. It's all yours, man. I'm gonna step out and be sure you remind people where they can get a hold of you.
Oh yeah, you can always get a hold of us on our Facebook, on all social media. I really don't know what it is, like TikTok, whatever's out there, man. I'm really old at this. But you can also contact me at 817 That's Ray from Grupo Stampede, 817-715-7278. And we are available for any type of party you have. We'll play anywheres. So make sure you get a hold of us on all of our social media. Want to send a big shout out going out to Raul Garcia. He's the guy that runs it for me. He's an ex player of mine, but still a great friend and still around with Grupo Stampede. And he's the one that does all my social media, all my videos. So you can contact him also through Facebook and let him know that you got the information from me. Also, a big shout out to my guys in the band, Duran Bedemia on drums. You got Gabe Juarez, the lead vocalist, Richard Cantu, an awesome accordion player, been with me for many, many years. Houston Martinez on guitar, and Raul on keyboards. We call him Raul from the South. Those are my guys in the band. So, just stay tuned and always, if there's something you're looking for, any type of event, a Stampede is always available or make ourselves available.
There you go. Definitely, definitely. No, but I'm so glad that you're here, brother, and I really do appreciate you being here. Carlos P, got to see ya. How are you doing, brother? He says saludos. Thank you, Carlos, for joining us, brother, man, and it's good to see you here, man. But yeah, so glad that you're this song, man. This song is killer. I love this song. I'm telling
Thank
you,
you very
it's a
much.
great song. I can't wait to hear more from you guys. This is your house, man. If you need anything, if you want to share some more information, this is your house. Just give me a call. Let me know, and
Well, I'll
we'll
have
be
a little something special for you in a little
yeah.
while when we get off, just so you can.
Yeah, most definitely. We'll definitely get together and go over things. I want to remind everybody real quickly. Take this opportunity to remind people about the Toys for Tejanitos show that's going to be happening here, November the 3rd. Not only that, though, I am also part of the Tejanos Unidos Thanksgiving food drive. This is for Thanksgiving. It's coming up here pretty quick. Um, it's going to be 16th of November from 4 to 9 at Jaime's place. Performing is going to be my good friend Jenny B, an all girls group called Yamativa. They've got some great music. A great cumbias. Just all of them. They're consummate musicians. Really, really good. The Conjunto Cats are also going to be performing. DJ Aftermath is going to be there. We know that Ricardo Castillon from La Diferencia is going to be there for a meet and greet and signing some autographs and stuff like that. I'm going to be there. I'll be doing a live broadcast from there. The entrance is $10 or $10 of food. That's it. But we want to. All the money is going to go to raise food for people that are in need for their Thanksgiving. The food is not a lot of people lost their EBT cards, their food assistance. Even though the food assistance is not much, I know people are sitting there going, "They get a lot of free food. They're buying steaks." They're not getting a lot of free food. The average amount of money that people get in Texas for EBT, for food stamp assistance, is $76. That's what an average family gets. So no, it's not a whole bunch of money. They have to make that stretch for an entire month, but it's still something. But there's no reason for us not to be able to come together to help each other out. We have to be human to each other. So let's go ahead and do that. If you're in San Antonio, go to on the 16th. That's what we'll be. I'll go ahead and announce them more. I'll be running commercials and stuff like that. But yeah, let's be human with it, man. Ray, is there anything that we missed out, bro? Is there something that we forgot, man? You got everything.
I don't think so, bro. It was
Yeah.
pretty much all.
Well, the way you support Tejano music is you go to their shows and buy their merch. If you buy a Stampede CD, that will give him more money in his pocket than if you stream his music 1,000 times, because he gets 0.003 cents a song to stream it. So buy the CD. Besides, it's tangible. You can hold on to it, and you'll look inside, and there's a bunch of information inside. Songs. Some of them put lyrics inside the. Some of them put down, little information tidbits about them. Yes, there's shows like this where they can talk, but this is one show. This is not a bunch of information that you could go back and listen to it all the time. But yeah, that's one of the great things about what I do, and I'm not honking my own horn, but one of the things that I invested in a long time ago was buying the CDs. And so I have a bunch of Stampede music, and I have all of it. And so if you catch me on Sunday for Should Have Been a Bigger Hit, I play music from these guys, because they would only, back in the day, they only released like what, two or three songs from an album, but
Great
that
album.
didn't, they were all good.
I appreciate it.
And that's what you get to hear. And so good music does not have an expiration date. So with that being said, man, I really do appreciate you, Ray, for being here, and appreciate each and every one of you guys that have joined us tonight. And I want to remind you that if today was a bad day, just remember, every day planes take off against the wind. You matter. You are loved. Be good to each other. Be kind. Ray, if you don't mind sticking around just a little bit so we can take care of some radio business,
Sure.
and you guys be safe, and take care of each other, man. I'm going to leave you with No Te Vas Nunca, the new single from Stampede. Request it, go out and buy it. If you are using the web app for Cuba Radio, or if you're on the website, you will see a little add to cart button that pops up. Click on it; it'll take you to Apple Music. Yes, even if you have Android, and you can buy the song, or you can buy all of their music. It's there. I don't make any money from that transaction, but I do get a discount on my licenses because I'm a fully accredited radio station with ASCAP, BMI, CSEC, and SOCOR. So if you have any music that you want to send to me, send it to admin@cuvoradio.net, and make sure that it's got its own ISRC code. That's for you, not for me, so that way you can get your royalties. That being said, thank you so very much to Ray and to all of y'all for listening tuning in. No te vayas from Grupo Stampede. That is the one and only Ray. And I am just Indio here on Cuvo Radio. No te vayas nunca. No te vas nunca.
Por mucho tiempo he sentido que tú ya no me quieres y no puedo creer. Tus besos falsos ya no tienen sabor, porque no me interesas. Por favor, no te alejas de mí, que sin ti ya no puedo vivir. No te vayas nunca, amor, que me destrozas el corazón. Si un día te cause dolor y temor, hoy te pido perdón. No te vayas nunca, amor, ¿qué voy a hacer sin tu calor? Dame la oportunidad para hacer este amor una eternidad. Por mucho tiempo he sentido que tú ya no me quieres y no puedo creer. Tus besos falsos ya no tienen sabor.